call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Matt Carpenter will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
Here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. You're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
The 1-0 pitch. Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout. Here's the 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Now here it comes. Good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Well, nobody in that dugout is going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Peter Borges will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ball game.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
Now here's the first pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. Now the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Ooh, he might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
One out, nobody on. 1-1 on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, well, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first to take care of him, and Kershaw's in control now, 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 21, Alan Craig.
Alan Craig will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. The pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Kershaw now on 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here it comes, 2-1. And this is hit hard up the middle. And Ramirez won't get that one. It's into center, a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Matt Adams will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. First pitch coming. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
He's ready now. The pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
There's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
Here comes a 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Foul. another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A runner on first with 2 away. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Now the starting lineup for Don Mattingly's Los Angeles Dodgers. It looks like this. They'll have to match up against one of the very best around these past few seasons, the hard-throwing right-hander Adam Wainwright. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Gordon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Gordon.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. The 1-1. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Up with it is Ellis. Throw to first is in time to retire Ethier for out number 2. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Adrian Gonzalez will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
The next pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Come on, Dodgers!
3-0 is on the way. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We played an inning. No score. Yadier Molina leads things off now in the top half of the second.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And now pitch on the way. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
You just don't see that, like, ever. Not in that situation, not in that count. That's a big break from an offensive standpoint. Now you've got to find a way to make that hurt somehow.
Matt Holliday will stand in here in Game 1, and he'll be looking to put a disappointing division series behind him.
Yeah, it was disappointing in that he wasn't able to really carry much of the load. But I know he's grateful to have a shot at redemption here in the league championship series.
Here's the first offering. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
One pitch on the way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And Holliday finds the alley. This will be good for extra bases.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. As this is on the ground, softly towards first. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, well, all he needed to do was to put this ball in play. And they'll tag him out heading up the line, but he will pick up an RBI on the play, so that's a great job.
Mark Ellis will get a shot here as he'll look to pick up the second run of the inning now from third base.
Right here.
Now here's the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
From the stretch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Pause, now the pitch. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
1-2. And he gets him to lift one into shallow center field. Kemp has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
That just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home, so that's probably a wise decision to hold it third.
Adam Wainwright will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away.
Get this strikeout, man!
And here's the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1.
You see right there on the graphic, these first 2 innings have been costly pitch-wise. He's at 35 already, and he's only through an inning and 2/3.
Don't let him score!
1-0 on the way. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
He waits. Now the pitch. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Here comes the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Three and 2, here it is. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. St. Louis is out in front, 1-0. Yasiel Puig will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Dodgers, right fielder, Yasiel.
First pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ready now on 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. That's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Pitch on the way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
When you talk about guys who can get out of the box quickly and get down that line in a hurry, this is one of the best in the business. This ball's hit slowly, so it was going to be dicey right from the start. They just can't get him.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Runner at first here, one man out. He's ready, now the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runners on first with 1 down. A 1-2 from Wainwright. Now a swing and a ball foul tip straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
Yeah, that's 2 really good breaking balls in that sequence. Here's the last one. And at the plate, he's probably thinking, I'm not going to see that same pitch again. But they go right back to it. They double up with it, and they get him to swing and miss again.
Stepping in now, Matthew Cabrera, breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. The 1-0. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1. They're down 1-0. Matt Carpenter ready to go here as we begin the third.
Now for the Cardinals, third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
First offering on the way. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. (1-0). And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Over toward the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here's the 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, a little surprising you wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the 1-0. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1. In the air now for the center fielder count. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Alan Craig will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. 1-0 home. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Matt Adams will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the first offering. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
He's set, now the pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is high, the throw, and he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they hold a 1-0 lead. A.J. Ellis makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, A.J. Ellis.
Now the first pitch. Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Lane 11.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. One, two. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Tried to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Here he comes on 2-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Into the box now, Clayton Kershaw. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now here it comes. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. The pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The batter, number 9.
D. Gordon will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
1-0 pitch now. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Hey, you know what? When you've got a hit streak going, a hit's a hit. It doesn't matter whether it's a line drive, infield chopper, or a bunt like this. They all get the job done, and they all count. They'll keep it going for one more game.
At the plate is Andre Ethier, As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And a dive by Peralta, but Johnny comes up empty with the base hit. The throw to the plate, and he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Matt Adams will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
First baseman, Matt Adams.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Here's the first pitch to him. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Now here's the pitch. And this is bounced foul near the secret weapon, Jose Oquendo, in the third base coaching box. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And now just look at all 3 of these pitches here on show track. First one, not a strike. Not a strike, and not a strike either. Now, that's no question that it could be 3-0 right now, but instead, he's headed back to the pine.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
That's right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first will be in time to get Molina, and that's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 7, Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 1-0 on the way. 2-0 now.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
The 2-0 on the way. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Here's the 2-1 now to Holliday. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here he comes, 3-1. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Let's go. Who knows?
Here's Johnny Peralta now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. The 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cards leave one, but they lead it 1-0. Adrian Gonzalez will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now Gonzalez awaits the 1-0. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Wainwright ready, the 1-1. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Yasiel Puig will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch on the way. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Here's the 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
2-0 count, the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Picked up by Peralta. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Pretty dangerous here for a first baseman. This throws high and it's to the home plate side of the bag. So when he leaves his feet, he's really exposing himself to that runner coming down the line. The overthrow, that was bad enough, but a collision there would have really been bad news.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. Swing and a line drive, but foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
A 1-2 from Wainwright. Now a ball lined towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You've got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Matt Kemp will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now the first pitch. Got him off balance there as he reaches for one and grounds it to second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, he tries to rush this thing and make an off-balance throw to first, but when you do that, you don't always know where the ball's going, and this will wind up a throwing error.
Standing in now, Matthew Cabrera. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Runners are at second and third with one down. Here's a 1-0. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And he is in to score as well, and they've taken the lead now. It's 3-1. A.J. Ellis will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
The 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
The 1-1 home. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
Here comes a 1-2. Grounded, foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Ball 2. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here comes a 2-2. And a perfect double play ball here for Peralta. To Ellis for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors in the inning, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cardinals 1. Mark Ellis will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Second baseman, Mark Ellis.
First pitch coming. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
No strike. Let's go, Dodgers.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Now the 1-2. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Another 1-2 delivery. Lays off. 2-2 now.
This guy's a grinder up there. You know he'll give you a tough at-bat.
Here's the 2-2 offering. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 50, pitcher
Adam Wainwright will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now the pitch. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And that misses. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Now the 2-0 home. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Cabrera is there to make the catch, and his side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score holds. It's 3-1. Clayton Kershaw come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch to him. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike 1. On the way. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And no shot for Holiday. It's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. The 2-2 coming. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Ready with another 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. The pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Full count pitch on its way. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. On to first is Peralta, one away here.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, D. Gordon.
D. Gordon will dig in. He singled his last time around. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. And boy, a nice play there by Molina as he takes care of him at first, and the bunt attempt doesn't work out.
Yeah, I know this guy likes to use his speed, but I think he's playing right into the hands of the defense here. On the first pitch, they're already thinking that this might happen, so there's no element of surprise, and they wind up throwing him out.
Andre Ethier will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Now here's the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. The 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. And Ethier will hang around a little longer as that misses to make it 2 and 2 now. Here now the 2-2. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3 and 2. Adrian Gonzalez would be next. Here's the full count offering. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. He's still down, though, by a count of 3-1. Peter Borges will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. First offering on the way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Here comes the 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
He's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Alan Craig will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
Hold on. That's the soda here.
First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, it's just game one of the series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Here's the 1-1. Big breaking ball and a beauty. 1 and 2.
And even though that pitch did fool him, it was a hanging breaking ball. And so if he's looking for an off-speed pitch, that could have been big trouble.
Here's the 1-2. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Matt Adams will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Here comes the 1-0. And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, that's a good jump right there this time. I think he had this one stolen even if the throw is on target. But you see the shortstop have to go up the ladder to get it, and that took away any chance of throwing him out.
Now the 2-0. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this will get the runner up to third with 2 away, but it looked like it might have had a chance to get down initially. Good job to run it down out there in the alley.
Yadier Molina will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Comes set. Now the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. One pitch on the way. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. A man on third with 2 down. Now the 2-2 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. The next 3-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Stick around. We'll see Adrian Gonzalez lead things off after the break. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cardinals 1. Carlos Martinez will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 62, Carlos Martinez.
And there is Adrian Gonzalez. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
Adrian Gonzalez.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Up and in on the hands, it's 2 balls and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. And Adrian turns on one here, but this is going to find the seats foul down the right side. Here's the 2-2 home. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now another 2-2.
Here we go.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Plenty of room out there for Holiday. 1 gone.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Yasiel Puig will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Now here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1.
Here we go.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 1-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. But this will land in foul territory. Still 1-2. Now another 1-2. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Oh, and he misses it.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a two-base error.
Matt Kemp will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having two-out errors that lead to runs.
Heads up, Matt.
Now the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Matt Holliday set to lead things off when we come back. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cardinals 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Seventh inning coming up now in game one as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. And there is Matt Holliday now. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Matt Holliday.
First pitch on the way. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the seventh.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
Grounded foul off to the right. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here's the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed by Holliday as he's retired for an important first down.
And if he could have been just a little more patient there, would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. And this will be fouled away. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the seventh. 2 gone.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Kershaw now on 1-1. Line hard. Foul. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
A new pitcher set to take over, and it's one of just a handful of submariners around nowadays. Right-hander Pat Neshek.
Now playing second base and batting in the ninth spot.
Matthew Cabrera will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat.
Leading off for the Dodgers, third baseman, Matthew Cabrera.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. 1-0 on the way. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
A 2-1 offering. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
A.J. Ellis will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
3 runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. The next pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Here comes the 2-1. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1, and he'll have to hold on to it there as the takeout slide had him well off balance.
Well, this is a pretty smart decision here at second base. He's got that clock running in his head, so he knows he's about to take a shot. So at that point, why risk throwing this ball into the dugout or into the 10th row? He just absorbs the hit, and he hangs on to the baseball.
Carl Crawford will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit. And some trouble now in right field.
Well, I'll tell you, the side armor is a lot easier to deal with if you're a left-handed hitter. Here he's able to see the ball all the way in, and then he just rips it for a solid single.
Your attention, please.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Here's D. Gordon now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. That's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Andre Ethier will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Now here's the first pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. 2 men are on with 2 men out. He's ready now. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Pause, now the pitch. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Big pitch here, 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here he comes again, 1-2. And Ethier will hang around a little longer as that misses to make it 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Paco Rodriguez will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Paco Rodriguez.
Colton Wong will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of zone for strike 1.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
And the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here it comes. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Here's another 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And there's the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Matt Carpenter will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. That's wide, 2-0.
Two tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
The 2-0. Lined hard to center field. Base hit.
Okay, don't get rattled.
Good work that time at the plate. You'll see he hangs in there on that slider. That's not easy to do on a tough left-handed pitcher. He manages to square it up, and he gets himself a solid single.
Peter Borges will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
First pitch to him. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
No strike.
A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Now the 1-0. 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Ready now on 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 2-2. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. So the Dodgers trying to close this one out in front of the home crowd here at Dodger Stadium as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7+. Alan Craig will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First offering on the way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And Adrian had put this one away without incident, and the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. They still trail it here 3-1. Adrian Gonzalez Lead things off here for LA, but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch coming. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike one. The pitch. Oh, another sinker here, and he's got it working for him now. 0-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Wow, we have seen a very liberal strike zone at times so far in this game. You figure on 0-2, he's going to try to waste one. Is this pitch in the strike zone? Doesn't really look like it to me, but it's not my vote that matters.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now the pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
And this guy is one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. Here's the first offering. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. The 1-0 home. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Here comes the 2-0. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Matt Kemp would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Full count offering on its way. That misses for ball 4. Down to first goes Ramirez.
I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Matt Kemp will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Here we go, Matt. Here we go.
Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Comes set, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Ready? Now the pitch. And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Now a swing by Kemp and a bouncing ball to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for LA as the lead remains 3-1. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Matt Adams will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
And now a pitch on the way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Here he comes on 2-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. So 1-2 with 1 away. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another 1-2 delivery. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Matt Holliday standing in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. In line for the victory is Clayton Kershaw, should the lead hold. Now the pitch. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
A sold-out crowd, 56,000 strong at the start, all up in L.A. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
It's about what we've come to expect here from Jansen as he comes in here to fire a scoreless ninth and finish off the Dodger victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible here without the start turned in by this man, Clayton Kershaw. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 3-1. Good night from Los Angeles.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. Left 7 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 errors. They left 6 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Clayton Kershaw. Credit the save to Kenley Jansen. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.